Hey guys, I hope all is well. Thank you for joining me for this Truth Talk episode. In today's episode, we'll be talking about Travis Scott's return. Let's get right into it. Travis Scott is making his comeback, and for the most part, it seems like everyone has forgotten about what happened just 9 months ago. This morning I saw a clip that showed Travis Scott in a recent performance where he was performing for thousands. So many of his fans saw no issues with attending his event, even after knowing what happened at his Astro Fest. I also saw another clip that showed Travis Scott backstage raging in preparation for his performance. As you saw for yourself, Travis was backstage banging and kicking on the door while yelling. Others that were there, like James Harden, were screaming, "The biggest in the world is back." I can't say I am at all surprised with any of this, as I actually predicted this very thing would happen in the video I did on Travis. I knew Travis was gonna hide and wait for things to calm down, but I wasn't expecting things to calm down so soon. Not even an entire year later, he's able to show his face and perform for thousands. This sadly shows just how far gone the masses truly are. Things like this get to me, as I would have expected what happened at Astro Fest to be enough to wake people up and see the truth about Travis. But sadly no, they still choose to be the sheep that Travis sacrifices for his success. I can't fully blame them either, as many of his fans are just way too manipulated to understand. Since the incident happened, Travis showed on several occasions that he didn't seem to care about what happened that night. If we take a look at the video he made apologizing right after the incident, you can see that not even then does he seem to take the situation serious enough.
I'm honestly just devastated, and I could never imagine anything like this. I just want to send out prayers to the ones that was lost last night. We're actually working right now to identify the families so we can help assist them through this time. You know, my fans really mean the world to me, and I always just really want to leave them with a positive experience. And anytime I can make out, anything that's going on, I just stop the show and, help them get the help they need, I could just never imagine the severity of the situation.
As you heard for yourself in that apology video, all I see is Travis justifying the incident and trying to make himself look better in the situation. He tries to make it seem like he wasn't aware of what was happening in the crowd, claiming that in other instances he has stopped his show for safety reasons. He also inserts that he is making it right with the families, which doesn't seem to have happened either. In his apology video, he doesn't do much apologizing, instead shifting blame and trying to make himself look like the good guy who just wasn't aware of the situation. The thing is, the imagery he chose to use for his Astro Fest was clearly foreshadowing what ended up happening that night. Just 1 month after the incident, court documents revealed that Travis was claiming he was not reliable for what happened to his fans at that event, even though in his apology he claimed he was going to make things right. I guess him offering to pay for funeral expenses, which the families rejected, was his way of making it all better. Easily, you can start to see that Travis is trying to move on from the situation and act as he played no part in it. In the interview he gave Charlemagne, he was quoted stating that he didn't hear fans in distress and stopped performing to check on fans like a couple times. He told Charlemagne that the raging he encourages in his performance amongst his fans is just the experience of having fun and not about harm. The thing is, in my opinion, the imagery he put out on the digital flyer promoting the event, plus the set he chose to perform on and his catchphrase for the festival, all points towards Travis knowing exactly what kind of night that was going to be. He knew he was going to be leading souls to the other side. Travis claimed he didn't see what was happening in the crowd, despite him staring into the crowd the entire performance and even pausing his performance several times to address the crowd, but not once did he choose to end the event that was clearly getting out of hand. In my opinion, it looked like Travis saw what was going on in the crowd and kept it going. He knew what his goals were. That recent video that shows Travis raging backstage to me just further proves he doesn't care about what happened at his festival. This footage was posted everywhere, showing just how excited Travis was to get back on stage. Most importantly, we see him with the same kind of behavior that has incited problems in his previous events that he did not at all learn from the tragedy that was the Astroworld Festival. On October 26, 2021, Travis Scott posted this flyer for his upcoming Astro Fest on his Instagram account. He wrote under the flyer's caption, "November come, won't you pop out at the fest? Lion is now here. Welcome to Utopia. We morphed the grounds into a new universe this year. Can't wait for y'all to see it. I'm bringing some Avengers with me. P.S. Show is sold out, but I finessed a bit more for y'all. Let the ragers commence." Clearly, just by reading this, you see that Travis incites ragers at his events, hyping them up in his posts, getting them ready for a night of chaos he prepared for them. This is the same thing we see him doing backstage at his recent performance, raging, showing his fans that even after what happened, this is the energy he's still putting out. In Travis's apology, he claimed that he always makes sure his fans leave his events with a positive experience. And he also states that he always stops the event if something were to happen to his fans. The thing is, time and time again, we have seen Travis command his fans to do the opposite. He tells them to rage and go nuts. He creates these chaotic situations to begin with negative energy for his fans to feed off.
Hey yo, listen son, this is not no fucking ballet, this ain't no runway, this no mother dance show. You either get on this stage or rage, or take your ass home, you understand? Run it!
Like I covered before, the imagery he put out on his Stop Trying to Be God music video, to me, depicts what was gonna happen at his Astro Fest event. In the music video, Travis can be seen leading sheep to their demise. We then see that the sheep are supposed to represent his fans. In the music video, Travis paints himself as a god, even baptizing his fans in one of the scenes. By the end of the video, we see that Travis represents Lucifer, as he can be seen riding the beast. In my opinion, Travis sold his soul to be the star he is today. He is being used for the Masonic agenda. Travis' way of mending his wrongs was launching what he called Project Heal. On March 8, 2022, Travis made this post on his Instagram where he stated this as the caption: "Over the past few months, I have been taking the time and space to grieve, reflect, and do my part to heal the community. Most importantly, I want to use my resources and platform moving forward towards actionable change. This will be a lifelong journey for me and my family. While it's easy for corporations and institutions to stay in the shadows, I feel as a leader in my community, I need to step up in times of need. My team and I created Project Heal to take much needed action towards supporting real solutions that make all events the safest space they can possibly be. I will always honor the victims of Astroworld tragedy who remain in my heart forever. In my opinion, this entire Project Heal is just a PR move created by Travis's team to try to paint him in a better light so they can get him back on the top. This entire post was one of the most generic I have seen, and it clearly shows that Travis wasn't the one who came up with any of this. Travis claims those poor souls that are gone as a result of his festival will always be in his heart, but then, as I showed earlier, denied any wrongdoing at his Astroworld when the situation got to court. This Project Heal isn't healing any of the pain those 10 families are going through, or fixing the emotional and mental damage this event caused thousands of people. Project Heal will not bring back any of those people, and Project Heal doesn't show at all that Travis learned anything from the evil that went on that night. Slowly as time passed, Travis has even started releasing more music again, releasing a song with Nav and Lil Baby, showing that the industry is still behind Travis and didn't at all try to cancel him. The cover art used for this song was open Masonic imagery, showing what organization has been protecting Travis, and it's the reason he will be able to make a comeback. Since March of this year, Travis has been slowly reappearing, as he even performed on March 26 at a pre-Oscar party. Then in April, Travis was featured on Future's song, Hold That Heat. On May 9th, they had Travis performing at the Billboard Music Awards, where Diddy was quoted saying in a now-deleted Instagram post that he was uncanceling Travis Scott. In July, Meek Mill brought out Travis Scott to open up for him. Slowly, those in the industry have been using other stars to pave the way for Travis's official comeback, which ended up happening August 7th, where thousands of his fans showed out to support him like nothing ever happened. This is how the industry works when the Masons are behind you. They use all of their resources to make the masses forget, just like we're seeing the media do now. TMZ recently posted an article on their site claiming that in Travis Scott's recent performance in London, he sold over $1 million in merch. The article even states that people can't get enough of Travis, once again painting Travis in a good light and proving just how manipulated his fans truly are. Travis is also expected to drop his album Utopia in the coming months, with his fans in full support, asking for it to drop on almost every Instagram post he makes. It's clear that Travis is going to be allowed to continue his career. Those that care are overshadowed by the millions that simply don't care. Travis fans see him doing no wrong, even after he did so many people wrong. In my opinion, I believe the imagery used for his event was Masonic and telling of what was soon to come in 2022. I myself cannot forget what happened on that day, as I felt it was the most open satanic ritual I have ever seen. I remember just like it was yesterday just how many people were seeing the signs for themselves. But sadly, it seemed people only cared for the moment and then justified Travis in their heads and kept on supporting him. I personally don't understand how anybody can trust him again and put themselves in his grasp. I don't call for the cancellation of nobody, but Travis shouldn't be allowed to perform again. Honestly, in my opinion, he should have faced criminal charges instead of just civil ones. While I have a platform, I will make sure that what happened that night isn't forgotten. Even if the world moves on from what happened on that night, I simply can't, as I know we are in a spiritual war, and that night was an attack on the side I am on. Lucifer's collecting souls. He is the puppet master, using his puppets to herd the sheep, guiding them to a burning end. As you can see, Travis and the whole industry is working to get Travis back on top to continue to manipulate the masses. Travis is a Masonic puppet with a lot of influence over his fans. We must not allow these artists to influence our minds, and we must remember that every day we wake up, our souls are at stake. Well, that's it for this video. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I just wanted to give a special shout out to the Truth Movement members. I truly appreciate every single one of you. If you'd like to further support the channel, join the Truth Movement, or you can join me on Patreon where I drop exclusive videos monthly. The link would be in the description. Another way you can further support the channel is by checking out the Truth Fest store and seeing if you find anything you like. Every purchase you make helps with the funding of Truth Records. The link to the Truth Fest store is also in the description. Also, please leave a comment on your thoughts on this video and on any future topics you would like to see me cover on my channel. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you can be notified of future videos. If you like this video, please leave a like as it helps other people find these videos. You can also find me on TikTok and Instagram and follow me there. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.